next thing, we're going to dive into the community. Same thing I've been talking about with these so-called, oh, there we go. Same thing that I've been talking about. We're going to move on to the next thing in these so-called communities. The same thing I've been talking about with these rappers, these people who are infiltrating and promoting degeneracy in the community as a whole. And like I said, this thing is systematic. This ain't nothing new. You feel me? This is something that has been systematically designed to be this way since NAACP. You understand what I'm saying? I'm sorry. Since NWA, not NAACP. Whoever started the gangster rap movement, I'm not saying NWA started it, but they definitely were, they definitely developed it and made it more mainstream. And they definitely were one of the groups that did so. But I'm not saying that they started it. It was actually white Jewish men who funded the music, who funded the talking about murdering and killing blacks. In NWA, the manager and of NWA, he was Jewish. Excuse me. He was a Jewish man. So, and plenty of people who are execs and higher ups in the industry, in the Hollywood and music industry, they're Jewish. I understand. So a lot of things that you see, Jews are in control of what you listen to, what you see, and honestly, what you eat as well. You understand what I'm saying? Well, you're in control of what you eat and put in your body, but they're giving you options that are very addictive to influence you to, make that bad choice. But let's get into this thing real quick. This is, let's see. Okay, Charleston White's in this one. RZA Islam is in this one as well. They're dropping the bombs on the struggle rappers selling their soul for fame. Now, this is a real thing, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got a lot of sellouts that do rap music, and they're promoted and pushed. That's why in the scriptures or in the Bible it says that people will be drinking from the cup of Hollywood. They'll be drinking from that cup of iniquity in Hollywood, and they would enjoy it. They would love it. And this is what they're talking. And this is what they're talking about in the scriptures. Everything's been laid out. Everything's been already prophesied. You just gotta go and read about it. Even if you don't believe in the Most High, even if you don't believe in the Bible, you feel like it's been written. Listen, there's still knowledge. There's still a lot of great information in there that'll help you learn about, things that are to come, prophetic. How to treat your brother, how to love your neighbor, how to, treat your elders, how to just have a genuine life, here on the planet. There's information in that book that'll teach you a lot about life. So let's get into this thing real quick. Talk about what's happening.
The future
really didn't know that. Greetings, you polite savages.
Let's get ready.
Polite savages. Whether you agree that Ice Spice has sold her soul literally or figuratively, the fact remains that her booty shrunk.
Twitter super upset with her
Because
she's losing weight, so that means she's losing some booty.
And Ice Spice does have natural booty, so natural booties do matter.
Natty booties matter.
And then the second natty booty matter, hashtag natty booty.
Her main asset, with that thick, luscious, curvy, voluptuous body of hers, shaking, gyrating that rump, getting the crowd all excited. Well, if you're gonna take away your main draw, that right there is a major critical blow against your brand. But oh no, it doesn't stop there. Not only is Spicy Ice Icy Spicy, she's speculatively made a deal with the devil, but she's also got herself in trouble as she's being exposed by friend after friend that Ice Spice is not all sugar and spice as we all thought.
Ice Spice has reacted to losing over 540,000 followers after her feud with Cleopatra, as Ice has lost over 500,000 followers since Cleopatra uploaded her TikTok. And now, the fans said, Ice Spice is being arrogant. Losing 500,000 followers is a big deal, and she should take it seriously. Maybe there's some truth to Cleopatra's accusations. Ice Spice needs to address the situation instead of dismissing it.
I think her best friend allegedly was named Baby Storm. Leaked some messages that said that Ice Spice is a fake woman. You like other girls and you want to see them succeed. They're like, no, Ice Spice isn't that. Ice Spice is selfish. Ice Spice isn't cool. She's not the person who you'd want to party with. She's actually a weirdo that's kind of awkward, that is really just in this to be selfish and is trying to script this entire thing to try to get clout and attention, really mostly off her looks, by being the girl that's relatable. Nicki Minaj was like, you know what, I'm good off Ice Spice. Remember, Nicki and Ice were like really close, right? Nicki fell back from that situation. The thing with Ice Spice, nobody knows who she is.
But the whole thing that's blowing me right now is like talking about some dark energy. That is crazy to me, bro. That's so crazy to me. Like, you're really gonna be friends with somebody for 2 years, but the whole time you feel like they soulless and dark? Like, you sound dumb as hell. If anything, we both need saving. Like, what the fuck are you talking?
Let's keep it real, right? Hey, you look in some of these females, and Ice Spice is one of them, right? You look in her eyes, and you can tell that no one's home. You can tell there's nothing there. There's no soul. You understand what I'm saying? It's gotten so bad as where I've made myself really pay attention to people and looking at because the eyes is a gateway to the soul. They not gonna, you cannot lie through your eyes. You understand what I'm saying? So if you with a female and you look at her dead in her eyes and it seems like it's just dark, like no lights, you need to think about what you're doing with her. You need to really, really keep a good eye on her character, how she moving, because you just gotta be careful, yo. You just be careful. You know what I'm saying?
Talking about, bro.
Now, this is not gonna be a whole video being focused on Ice Spice and the Cleopatra drama situation. Honestly, it's a bit convoluted, a lot of she said that and she said this, miscommunication all around, and a lack of business knowledge on the part of Cleopatra. But the event that's really caught and captured the attention of the internet is this clip right here with Ice Spice joining in a prayer circle.
Watch as she grins and shifts around. She barely holds hands, then does a gesture at the end, just like at the Super Bowl.
She seems a bit uncomfortable when speaking the Lord's Prayer, fidgeting and acting nervously and anxiously, making, as some call it, Luciferian hand signals.
Ice Spice is a demon. Anybody that gets fidgety, irritated, frustrated when you pray, talk about God or Christ, those are demons. God tell you, demons tremble at his name. Not only that, the light can't operate in darkness, and the darkness damn sure can't operate in the light.
Talking about she was.
Yo, look at her. Look at she's not even, if you take a look, she's not even holding this man's hand. But the guy who's next to her, she's got his hand clenched tight. She's, behaving abnormally while he's praying. Most people sit there and they'll just look and close their eyes and bow their head and just listen in. You know what I'm saying? Like, but she's fidgeting, she twitching, she's smiling, like got the most creepiest smile, right? This is a demonic possession. This ain't normal. You understand what I'm saying? Don't look at this and think, oh well, nah, she probably just was tweaking a little bit. Listen, it's everything in combination with itself. She's not holding his hand firmly. She's moving and acting abnormal, right? Smiling, creepy. You know what I'm saying? You got to pay attention to the signs of what's happening. You got to pay attention to how she's moving while he's sitting there praying to the Most High. You know what I'm saying? And this guy, he must be a man of faith. He must be, keep staying as close as possible. More than likely, because he's getting that response from her. You feel me? If you somebody who ain't really about the Father's business, I don't believe that you'd have the same response. But they still the name of Jesus is still gonna make a move, just how the police officer moved when he shot the woman in the chest or in the head for saying that she rebukes him in the name of Jesus. He was being demonically possessed. It was a demonic possession, and if you gotta pay attention to this, because the demonic world, the spiritual world, is very real. It's very real. Don't think that it's fake. It's real. You understand what I'm saying? Don't let science get you to believe that what you can't see is fake. You can't see it. It's there though. And why are these people working so hard to go against the Most High, go against the order, right? Or go against Christ, to do the things that they're doing against him, against his name. You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of these folks, a lot of these demons, they know the word and they know it better than you. So they know what they want to keep you away from. They know what type of sin they want to keep you in, and they know what direction they want you to go in. That's why they put these pastors in front of you to lead you astray, to lead you into a certain direction, all while they're molesting your children, or they playing in the sandbox with you. The deacon coming over to your house and clapping the cheeks, beating the buns, and preaching the word the next day. You understand why he married, and they supposed to be committed to monogamy. You understand what I'm saying? Like sleeping with other men's wives. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this is what's going on. You feel me? This demonic spirits have infiltrated your churches. They have infiltrated your churches. They have infiltrated your leadership, intergovernmental systems. They have infiltrated everything that they need you, so they can shape and mold you into what they want you to be, which is a demon, right? In human flesh. That's why they got the term demon time. And it's just so popular now. People want to be on demon time. People want to pop pills and have outer body experiences. What do you think happens when you go on those trips, on those journeys? Have those outer body experiences, pop those pills. You open yourself with demonic possession. You are prime, you ripe to it. Same thing with mostly just the hard drugs, marijuana. You smoking that, then there's a scripture that says you shouldn't burn those herbs, but that doesn't have the same effect as harder drugs like perks and ecstasy, which opens you up to a spirit of lust, right? Ecstasy, perks, that opens you up to a demonic spirit that makes you soulless, makes you empty, makes you violent, makes you all these other things. You hear what I'm saying? So you got to pay attention to it, because there was a huge shift. Before, they were talking about how I remember when I was a child, we would be on each other about smoking weed. You feel me? We would be, community was taught not to be on drugs, to stay away from a lot of these different things. Nowadays, it's all in the music. What he say? I knew the perk was fake, but I still ate it because I'm a gremlin. How many people gonna eat that and it's really what's that called? The thing that's really been murdering a lot of people lately. And you talking about you a gremlin, so you gonna still pop it, but you pop it, and what happened to Rich Homie Quan? You know what I'm saying? What happened to him? But I guess he thought he was a gremlin. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all better wake up and pay attention to what's happening. I guess he thought he was a gremlin. You know what I mean? That's this is what you've been taught. This is what you're being trained on, and it does influence you. Because when Lil Wayne came out and said he was a blood, next thing you know, it's a huge influx of people wanting to join gangs, wanting to be a blood, wanting to be a Crip, wanting to gang bang. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Because they wanted to be a soldier. You feel me? Like Beyonce said, that ain't afraid to stand up for you. You know, you thought that joining a gang and doing all that would make you be hard, make you be a thug. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you got different songs where women talking about they want a thug, they want this, they want that. So you got influencing these little ones to go out there and join gangs and try to become what they looking for. You got 50 Cent been shot 9 times talking about all this and that. Now you want to go, okay, shit, I want to go get shot and survive it so I can be able to rap about it. You know, a lot of people who go out here and commit crimes and do things to other people that they ain't supposed to be doing, got no business doing, they doing it so they can rap about it. And that's the craziest thing, right? They out here doing this shit for a reputation so they can rap about it, yo. Anyways, all right, let's go ahead and get back into this thing real quick.
Clapping. I thought we clapped like this. I thought that's how we clap. We don't clap like this. Like, what are you talking about? Everything is perverted. Everything is about lust. Everything is about going and driving yourself away from God. Good and evil. God, that's the end of it, bro. You have to choose. You have to choose. Majority of these female artists are trying to get us females to be so lustful and be so trapped into men and lust and having all this stuff go on to the point where we can't even see what's in front of our faces. And one of the people is Ice Spice. Like, have you ever seen her go to a concert where she has some clothes where she won't turn around and shaking her butt? Like, be for real.
People keep saying, oh, maybe Ice Spice is religious. Maybe that's why she acted the way she did while Talil was praying. But it's like, if you are not religious, why are you participating in the prayer? Laughing, smiling, putting your tongue out, doing signs, devil signs after he's done praying. I mean, like, are you good? I honestly think that the devil was coming out of her, seriously, because the way she was shaking herself, she just couldn't even sit still. She looked like she was struggling. But hey, how do y'all think she got so famous and where she is now? I mean, that body can only get you so far, and rapping about farts can only get you so far. So y'all know, like, what it is. So it's not that she's not religious.
Now, polite savages, what do you think of the ladies' assessment? Were they accurate in describing Ice Spice? Or are the ladies thinking a little too deeply into this? But let's try to keep it grounded to reality here with an alternative explanation coming from DJ Academics and Grover.
Ice Spice finally dropped Y2K on July 26 to, for the most part, negative reviews.
Her selling 20K first week, whether it was an EP or whatever, it breaks the illusion of how hot you think she is.
People think they're so hot, but they're not hot. But what they are is they're pushed. A lot of ladies, they come in and say, oh, you know, it's because you fellas are buying this music that they're here and it's not. Because every woman, when somebody's doing degeneracy and somebody's showing us, they think that it's dudes who are buying it. And the truth is that women actually support more people in the music industry than men. It's always been like that. It's always been like more women support Sexy Red than men. Because more women consume music than men, and especially in this streaming era where you don't have to buy anything.
She's a beautiful, cute girl that people are sexually attracted to, and she realizes not having an opinion, being very nondescript.
So you're a creator.
Eyes on her. Like, I mean, she kind of like entertained us for the first year by just bending over and twerking. So she doesn't really have to do too much to really get the attention, except now the music isn't as fascinating. And this is where, you know, for every artist, once that wave of, oh, they can't get enough of you as a new artist and your sound has been expired, your personality need to take over.
And eventually the music just becomes an afterthought, and Ice Spice becomes a product rather than an artist. However, some fans have argued this since the beginning, claiming she has no actual musical talent, such as when Kaisane asked Ice Spice to freestyle on stream, and this happened.
Tell me inside.
Y'all like my freestyle?
You not gonna freestyle?
No, it's my freestyle.
That was your freestyle?
And when you thought that Ice Spice would never ever get tired of twerking and showing off her assets to the crowd, well, it seems like she even has.
Alright, so hold on. In there, she Lady Liberty, which I thought that was pretty interesting, man. Listen, breaking down some of her music videos and things like that. I don't really care to go through them or nothing like that, but it's like, let me see if I can find that part. And of course, you know, the thing with Lady Liberty, there's a whole story behind, or a whole thing behind Lady Liberty, you know, and it dealing with the Jezebel spirit, right? And, you know, of course, you know, Phoenix rising from the ashes, things like that, has a lot to do with the New World Order, stuff like that, you know. But yeah, let's just go ahead and keep going. We know what she here for.
You not gonna freestyle?
No, it's my freestyle.
That was your freestyle?
And when you thought that Ice Spice would never ever get tired of twerking and showing off her assets to the crowd, well, it seems like she even has her limits of how much she can be shaking that monkey.
You'll see, like, from the other angle where her face is, and she actually looks really like apathetic towards
disgusted.
Disgusted that the only way she can get attention or be at the concert is if we're shaking her butt.
Well, how would
she can be shaking that monkey?
You'll see, like, from the other angle where her face is, and she actually looks.
Look at it though, the way that everything's moving in this picture, man, it's almost demonic in itself. I'm not gonna lie, but I did see this before when I first saw it. I saw it and I was like, I don't know, man, something don't seem right. It seems off. You know what I mean? Like just like really something about it that was really dark. You know what I'm saying? Like it was really like a cloud of darkness over her. You feel me? And you know, a lot of them sell their soul, and this is what they entrapped to. Like you got Elvis Presley who sold his soul, and he was trapped in Vegas and performing day in and day out, non-stop, every day. He could not stop, couldn't rest, he couldn't take a break. And the moment that he broke away and fled Vegas is the moment they murdered him right on spot. He did not live very long afterwards. It might have been days, weeks. It wasn't years. I promise you. As soon as he left Vegas, he was dead. He wound up dead. They said he committed suicide, which is a complete lie. They murdered him. You know what I'm saying? He had a contract. He sold his soul. He was bound to Vegas. He was not to leave Vegas. He was not to leave that hotel. He could not leave. He was trapped in that prison. He was trapped. His soul was trapped there. And it was over for him. And if you guys think that it's not powerful people, not only in the industry, but have a lot to do with the government, intergovernmental systems, if you guys don't think that that's what it is, then y'all need to really sit back and wake up and do your research, do your homework, because, yeah, they work hand in hand. They get paid. They take payments, especially back then, definitely took bribes. Who you think killed, who you think murdered Huey P. Newton? Who you think murdered Malcolm X? Who you think murdered Martin Luther King? You know what I'm saying? A lot of these other people who, JFK, John F. Kennedy, who you think murdered all these people? Like, come on, let's get it. But she's trapped. She's already sold her soul. She's through. She's done with. And that's what I'm seeing right there. I'm discerning that all over her while she's dancing right here. I'm discerning that all through and through.
Really apathetic towards
disgusted.
Disgusted that the only way she can get attention or be at the concert is if we're shaking her butt.
Well, how would you feel if you want to be an artist and you realize that you've pigeonholed yourself in a situation where you actually need to just show your to get attention? She don't look disgusted. She looks tired.
Yeah. That's right.
Sorry.
That's exactly what I was trying to.
You know what? Absolutely right. And I say this, she's probably tired of having to work this hard and do this when her dream was probably just to be a musician.
After a while, after a couple times of you splitting the fingers around the pussy and you doing this or you doing that, it don't hit the same. So now you got to give us some we could hold on to. And let me just be honest with you what we'll hold on to. We want to see you. We want to learn about you. We want to know your personality, your humor.
See, the problem, DG academics, is that maybe Ice Spice's true colors. Her real personality is an actual, ugly personality that is self-centered and selfish. Now, this is all speculation in my opinion. Don't sue me, bro. Or don't sue me, sis, in this occasion. But I'm saying, Maybe the real Ice Spice, Isis Gaston, is not who we really think she is, or how she portrays herself to be. Maybe her real thoughts and her real opinions and how her real attitude comes out to other people. Maybe it's not something that you want to be around. And worse yet, what if she holds certain beliefs pertaining to the dark spiritual arts, communicating with, I hate to say it, but demonic forces?
Like, y'all are so oblivious. Y'all that there's serpents all over the place. Serpents, snakes, apples. Everybody is mimicking Jesus. Like, everything is mimicking the Bible. And but you gonna say, oh, what does that have to do with anything? A serpent? Deceitful. Being deceived. Hello? Have you read the Bible? You think these people are basing this stuff off of what? The Bible. Literally. Like, the serpent taking all of these men and swallowing them. Deceiving. I'm deceiving you. You think I'm innocent. You think that everything about me is beautiful, but as soon as I get you in that bed, I'm gonna do you. And it's not even like I'm gonna do you the right way. It's I'm gonna seduce you and I'm gonna have you stuck. And not even stuck like that, I'm gonna have you stuck. I'm gonna have your soul. I'm gonna have you like, oh, you think you can be saved by Jesus? Oh, no.
Doesn't have to do with talent. It's about playing the game. The industry's trying to control the way you MC. They want you to dress like this and talk like that. Wanted, dead or alive, new artists to sell their souls in the way they survive. The industry don't give a about you, but the industry couldn't make a dime without you.
That's all I got for you, you polite.
So yeah, Worship Warriors. And I know that my voice starts off kind of low and then it gradually increases in volume. So bear with me on that one. I'm trying to figure out why it does that on this platform. If I gotta switch to platforms, then I will, but I gotta figure that out. Either way, hopefully you guys' audio is coming in just fine. However, as you can see, as we already knew, the industry is always going to be used to push the agenda, propaganda, things like that. And the things that are being pushed is not only the Jezebel spirit, but also the spirit of homosexuality. It's in your food. You know what I'm saying? Homosexuality is in your food, men. You feel me? And they call it soy. They call it soy. That's how deceptive they are. They call it soy. Yeah, it produces a lot of estrogen within men. When you eat soy products, it is going to produce a high level of estrogen. It's going to bring down your testosterone, produce estrogen, and promote estrogen. So now you breaking wrist, right? You breaking wrist, and you don't even notice the change. You don't even really notice the differences. You just know that you're getting a little bit more emotional than usual. You're starting to grow man boobs. You know what I mean? You're starting to allow certain people to do certain things, and you're allowing it. You're just kind of, rolling over about it, right? You're more passive. You're less aggressive. And these are things that you do if you're looking to systematically destroy or take over a nation. You understand? You put all this type of shit in the food, but it's your choice. You have a choice to educate yourself, because what the book say? The book says that my people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge because they reject knowledge, and therefore I shall reject them. Now, if you don't educate yourself on what you're putting in your body, right? Honestly, tell you the truth, and overconsumption is the problem. If it's little here and there, honestly, it's not a big deal. But overconsumption is always an issue. That's why, when people say, "Oh, well, you shouldn't drink," if you are a believer, well, no, that's bullshit. You shouldn't drink a shit ton. You shouldn't be a drunkard as a believer, right? But it's the overconsumption of alcohol that is the problem. Because in the scriptures it says wine makes men merry. So my thing is that the overconsumption, being a drunkard, that's what is something that is not permitted if you're a believer, right? So it's like this, right? When you're looking at your snacks and you go in your cupboard, listen, if you do regular grocery shopping and you don't really shop very healthy because you feel like, yeah, whatever, Go in your cupboard right now, read all of your snacks, most of your products, whatever, and see how much soybean oil, soy this, soy that, how much is in there, how much xanthan, how many gums you have in there, xanthan gums, and all these different things that are man-made, processed things. Go in there and see how many things you have that include that. Go in there and see how many fruits and vegetables you purchase. Go in there and see how what is your diet looking like, and then look at yourself in the mirror, and then you decide what you're looking like based on what you got in your cupboards and what your diet's looking like. And you tell me, drop it in the comment section below. Come back and let me know. You know what I mean? Like, keep it real, especially men. Like, what's your diet looking like? And if you're somebody who does not do healthy grocery shopping, or don't grow your own crops, or hunt your own meals, food, whatever, hunt for yourself. If you're that type of person, you got a lot of stuff that you just kind of buy, whatever. Man, let me know what's your mental state like. Are you motivated, right? Are you self-motivated? Are you driven? What's your testosterone levels like? You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to know, especially if you've been eating this type of crap for years. Are you a diabetic? You know what I mean? I want to know all these things, because really it's the result of what diseases or what issues you're having. If you just pay attention, you'll see. Look at what you're eating, look what you're putting in your body, and pay attention to what they're pushing, what they're displaying, what the agenda, what the movement is. A lot of these people who are faking to be gay probably ain't really gay in the industry. They're probably just faking it. They're probably just putting on a show because they're getting paid to do so. Some of them more than likely probably really are that way, right? Because, they got bored and decided to start experimenting. Got no morals, values. They know it's wrong. They know it's against the order of the Most High, but they decided they want to do whatever they want to do. They wanted to live the aristocratic lifestyle. So that was a very interesting one right there, man. Talking about Ice Spice and how she just popped up out of nowhere, which is true. Popped up out of nowhere, and just took over all kinds of different places. But it showed up in all perversion, y'all. In all perversion. You know what I'm saying? And other female artists are also taking suit, following the same trend. I mean, it's wild, y'all. It's wild. But y'all let me know what y'all think.
Ago is 1965. The U.S. Department of Agriculture discriminated against black farmers.
My thing is that I am literally exposing a systematic situation here. This is all done systematically. It is designed by the intergovernmental system to do these things to our communities, mostly black community, because we are like one of the most powerful versions of human on this planet. Okay, and we are chosen. So why wouldn't they target us? Not only that, we set the trends, not only for the world mostly, but definitely for the U.S. Definitely, most like more. Like I'm trying to tell you now, if we ain't doing it, it ain't getting done.